Could this finally be Brazil's year? After more than 2 decades of heartbreak and near misses, the 5-time world champions are once again chasing glory, and this time, they believe they've found the formula. Once upon a time, the yellow and green jersey symbolized unstoppable dominance. In 2010, Brazil had a squad strong enough to become world champions. Yet fate had other plans. Fast forward to 2014, the World Cup was on their home soil, and hopes were sky high. But then came the heartbreak. Neymar Jr., the nation's golden boy, suffered a devastating injury just before the semi-final. His absence shattered the morale of the team, and the result? A humiliating 7-1 defeat to Germany that still haunts Brazilian football. Then came 2018, a talented side led by Neymar again, but the magic didn't click when it mattered most. In 2022, Qatar witnessed another disappointment. Brazil exited without touching the trophy, leaving fans across the world wondering what's missing. Now, as the clock ticks towards 2026, Brazil is preparing for redemption on a massive scale. This time, the World Cup will unfold across 3 countries, the USA, Mexico, and Canada, and feature a record-breaking 48 teams. And leading Brazil's golden mission is one of football's most decorated tacticians, Carlo Ancelotti. But the story doesn't end there. There's one more chapter left for Neymar, Brazil's all-time top scorer, who has already hinted that this might be his final World Cup appearance. For Neymar, this isn't just another tournament. This is the last dance. So what does Brazil's road to glory look like under Ancelotti? Who will carry the legacy forward? And who will be left behind? Let's dive into the potential 26-man squad that could make history. Goalkeepers. When it comes to goalkeeping, Alisson stands tall, quite literally and figuratively. The Liverpool shot stopper remains Brazil's #1 choice, and for good reason. His reflexes, leadership, and big match temperament make him Ancelotti's most trusted man between the posts. Backing him will likely be Ederson of Manchester City, another elite keeper who could easily start for most national teams in the world. And the third spot? It's a race between Bento, Hugo Souza, and Weverton. Only 3 can make it, but the battle is fierce. Defenders. At the heart of Brazil's defense will be Marquinhos, the likely captain and an experienced warrior who knows the weight of a yellow shirt. With Thiago Silva now out of the picture, Marquinhos will lead a relatively younger backline into battle. Several names are in contention to form the defensive wall around him. Lucas Beraldo, rising PSG talent. Alex Sandro offers experience and versatility. Danilo and Carlos Augusto, solid and reliable fullbacks. Wesley and Yin Kudo, young blood with attacking flair. Gleisen Bremer, Murillo, and Gabriel Magalhães, powerful central options. Alex Telles and Guilherme Arana, providing width and crossing ability from the flanks. Leo Ortiz and Vanderson, under-the-radar names, but tactically vital. Ancelotti has a wealth of options, and competition will be fierce. But one thing's for sure, Brazil's defensive lineup will be a mix of youth, speed, and hard-earned experience. Midfielders. Brazil's midfield has transformed dramatically over the last few years. Gone are the days of slow build-ups and cautious passing. Under Ancelotti, this team will thrive on creativity, aggression, and tactical flexibility. Leading the engine room is Bruno Guimarães, the dynamic Newcastle midfielder known for his intelligence and composure. Casemiro, despite aging, still holds immense value, especially in high-pressure games. His experience is irreplaceable. But there's more. The depth in Brazil's midfield is astonishing. Douglas Luiz, a powerhouse in both attack and defense. Lucas Paqueta, creative, unpredictable, and crucial in transitions. Ederson, Atlanta, a midfield engine with stamina to burn. Andres Santos, Garçon, Andres Pereira, João Gomes, Arthur Melo, Fabinho, and Rafael Veiga, each offering something unique. This depth gives Ancelotti tactical freedom, whether it's a double pivot, a diamond, or a 4-2-3-1. Brazil now has the players to execute any system. Forwards, Brazil's arsenal of firepower. No nation boasts an attacking legacy quite like Brazil, from Pelé to Ronaldo to Ronaldinho, and now to Neymar Jr. As Brazil's all-time leading goal scorer, Neymar will once again carry the hopes of a football-obsessed nation. But this time, the stakes are even higher because this could be his final World Cup. Neymar won't be alone. He'll be flanked by a dazzling array of attacking talent that makes Brazil arguably the most feared offensive force in world football. Here's a look at the forwards who could set the 2026 stage ablaze. Vinicius Jr, Real Madrid's electric winger, a Ballon d'Or contender, and arguably the most informed Brazilian on the planet. Rafinha, the Barcelona man, brings relentless pace and pressing from the right. Rodrigo goes Vini Jr, Real Madrid teammate, equally lethal, equally creative. Richarlison, a favorite of national team selectors, brings passion and physicality to the number 9 role. Gabriel Jesus, Arsenal's versatile forward with World Cup experience. Gabriel Martinelli, a high-intensity, wide forward who adds depth and width. Mateus Cunha, João Pedro, Alisson, all dynamic strikers with a point to prove. Endrick, the teenage sensation who might just be Brazil's next great number 9. Estevao Willian, Savinho, Igor Jesus, Paulinho, Pepe, Luis Enrique, Igor Paisao, Antony, Lucas Moura. The options are endless. This is more than just a squad, it's a goal machine waiting to be unleashed. Ancelotti must decide not just who starts, but who complements Neymar best in his final tournament. Ancelotti's system, the 4-2-3-1 revolution. Carlo Ancelotti isn't known for wild experiments. He builds teams around balance, intelligence, and individual brilliance. For Brazil, he's likely to adopt a 4-2-3-1 formation, a system that provides both defensive security and attacking versatility. Here's how Brazil's ideal starting 11 could look in 2026 under Ancelotti. Formation: 4-2-3-1. Goalkeeper: Alisson Becker. Right back: Van der Sar. Center backs: Marquinhos and Alexandro. Left back: Alexandro. Defensive midfielders: Casemiro and Bruno Guimaraes. Attacking midfield trio: Rafinha, right; Neymar, central; Vinicius Jr, left. Striker: Richarlison. This lineup is a blend of raw pace, strength, and flair. Neymar plays in his favorite role as a free-roaming number 10, dictating play. Casemiro provides stability, while Guimaraes pushes forward. Vini Jr and Rafinha stretch the defense, while Richarlison occupies center backs and finishes chances. But don't be surprised if Ancelotti switches things up mid-tournament. Brazil's bench will be packed with impact substitutes, players who can change a match in seconds. Neymar, the final chapter? For Neymar da Silva Santos Jr., 2026 is more than a tournament, it's redemption. He has experienced injuries, criticism, and unfinished business. Despite being one of the most technically gifted players of his generation, international silverware at the highest level has always eluded him, especially the World Cup. He came close in 2014, only to be sidelined by a back-breaking injury. In 2018, Brazil couldn't survive the quarterfinal. In 2022, they were stunned on penalties by Croatia. 3 attempts, 3 heartbreaks. Now he's back, older, wiser, but still capable of brilliance. Ancelotti knows that to win the World Cup, he needs to build around Neymar, not just include him. The 2026 World Cup may mark the final international dance of one of Brazil's most polarizing yet beloved stars. Can he end on a high? That's the billion-dollar question. The bigger picture: Brazil's road to redemption. It's been 24 long years since Brazil last lifted the World Cup in 2002. Since then, fans have watched other nations rise: Spain, Germany, France, Argentina, while Brazil, the original kings of football, have watched from the sidelines. Now, with a blend of generational talent, elite coaching, and a burning desire to reclaim glory, Brazil is coming back with a vengeance. Their goalkeeper is world-class. Their defense is solid and experienced. Their midfield has balance and bite. Their attack? Devastating. But most importantly, Brazil is united. No more confusion in the dugout. No more broken game plans. No more one-man teams. Carlo Ancelotti has the experience of winning the Champions League 4 times, managing egos, and thriving under pressure. Now he faces his toughest challenge, yet bringing Brazil back to the top of world football. Conclusion. Is 2026 the year? As the countdown to the 2026 FIFA World Cup begins, Brazil fans dare to dream once more. With Neymar eyeing one last shot at immortality, and Ancelotti pulling the tactical strings, the Selecao may finally have everything they need. Not just to compete, but to conquer. Will Brazil lift their 6th World Cup trophy? Or will it be another painful chapter? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, you won't want to miss a second of it.